Alright, what's going on everyone? Anthony here with AC Toys and welcome back to another video. So today we're continuing on with Lanard's Alien Collection, I guess Xenomorph series is what I'm going to be calling these, 7-inch Alien action figure lines. If you're not aware, Lanard Toys has a 3 3/4 inch Alien lines and a 7-inch Predator line. So they just recently released a 7-inch Alien lines, which is basically just an upscaled version of their 3 3/4 inch figures. So as you can see here, it is the Aliens Warrior from Aliens movie, the second movie in the Aliens, I guess, anthology. We have some artwork right here on the side, only at Wal-Mart. Xenomorph, 7-inch collectible, fully posable alien. A little bit more of the artwork, some figures in the lines. I don't know why it is also a Xenomorph or a Warrior. It should be a drone and the runner. You have some promotional shots of the figures, the accessories that it comes with, colonial U.S. Marines or U.S. Colonial Marines. Hopefully that's things to come. The 3 figures in this wave, a chart right here, the following artwork that wraps around, not much at the top, even less at the bottom. So what do you say we go ahead and open this figure up and see how cool it actually is? Alright, so here we have the Warrior Xenomorph out of packaging, and man, I am loving this dark metallic blue that they went with. It almost, from certain lightings, it almost looks black. I wonder if this is their way of getting around maybe not being able to do black or whatever. Whatever the case is, I am loving this color. Probably my favorite out of the 3. But we'll find out once I take a look at the runner. But before we get too far into him, what do you say we take a look at his accessories? Because just like the last one, he only comes with 2. And that is this containment, I guess, vessel, containment case, whatever you want to call it, that the facehugger comes in, that there was like a whole bunch in that one science lab where in Aliens, they were like finding these things or whatever. So what's great about that is if you choose to army build this, one, it's cheap. It's sub $10, it's $9.89, and then you can go get a whole bunch of Warrior Aliens and a whole bunch of these tubes to make a nice, awesome diorama or display, whatever you guys choose to do. So army building these guys is going to be amazing, simply for the fact that it's only $10. But you can take the cap off or the bottom, they both come out. And just like the last one, it comes with the exact same face hugger as the drone alien from the first figure we reviewed. And once again, it is the exact same face hugger from the 3 3/4 inch line. So they're just reusing this, but in a more realistic looking paint theme, which I am loving. So if you wanted to, whatever, you could just force him in there and then he goes in there. But if you want the more realistic one, it'll go in there. I don't know if this thing will hold water. Don't hold me to that, mainly because the bottom does come out. I'm sure it's going to leak, so I wouldn't try it unless you're going to seal the bottom. But either way, the blue they went with kind of looks like there's water in there already, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But yeah, those are the 2 accessories he comes with. So what do you say we go and take a closer look at this figure? So this Xenomorph, just like the last one, is basically an upscaled version of the 3 3/4 inch figure with just some extra points of articulation, and that'll be the single jointed elbow and the elbow swivel and the jaw. But we'll take a closer look at that once we get into the articulation. But as far as sculpting go, it's basically the same body mold as the drone alien with some key differences, most notably the textured head on this one that's more relatable to the Alien 2 movie or Aliens in the James Cameron movie. So that is a very nice touch. The second one will probably be the lack of the spear at the end of the tail. And then these little, I don't know, ice blades, whatever you want to call them, on the side of the wrist, and the lack of a missing finger. So the drone comes with 4, as to where this one comes with 3, no spear, and then the textured head. But other than that, is the exact same figure, but in a much better paint scheme. So if you're looking at this dark metallic blue, if this camera will focus, it almost comes out black on camera. I don't know if that's going to come out on editing or on YouTube, however you watch it, but looking through my viewfinder, this thing is almost the color of the alien from the movie, minus, I guess, these little green hues that they have going on right here. Oh man, I'm loving this. The sculpting detail, just like the last one, is simply amazing. You know what? With some silver dry brushing, this figure would actually look really, really good. I may not even have to like paint this one black. But yeah, some nice subtle silver dry brushing will really make this figure pop. Loving this figure. All right, so what do you say while we're at it, we just go ahead and finish up the articulation? Okay, as far as articulation go, it's just like the last one. Same points of articulation as the 3 3/4 inch with a couple added ones. The first of which would be the movable jaw. And just like the last one, there is a inner jaw sculpt. It's just not able to come out, which is kind of a shame. Same head movement, only left to right, not even full 360 because of the show. I guess you could kind of like force it if you want, but I wouldn't try it. So it only looks right and left about that far. Does not look up or down, which is quite a shame because the runner one, I believe, if it's just like the 3 3/4 one, has a ball jointed head. I wish they could have implemented that into these figures. As far as the shoulder goes, it has a ball jointed shoulders. It'll go out that far, do full 360, single jointed elbow, go up about that far, does rotate at the elbows, rotates at the wrists, no hinge, oh, a little bit of hinging, not too much. Ball joint diaphragm, nice rocker, full 360, side to side, forward not very far, or backwards not very far, forward okay. This is where like a tilted head would really come in handy. And of course you got the jaw, and then you got the tail, which sadly is not on a ball joint either, so it's just rotation left to right, full 360 if you really wanted to. Ball jointed hips, they don't go out very far, so that's about the amount of splits you can do. It'll kick forward just about that far, not far at all. You can kind of wing it, but last time I did that, it kind of popped off. It kind of feels like it wants to pop off, but you can kind of get it like that. And it goes back quite a bit. I don't know why. Single jointed knee, so it'll go out about that far. And your ankle rockers, which for a $10 figure is quite amazing to have. So it'll go left to right, forward, backwards, and full 360. So yeah, not so much highly articulated like the Predator figures. Honestly, it's probably missing about, I don't know, 3 or 4 points of articulation that the Predator has, but overall, not too bad. If you follow my Instagram, you can kind of get these in some okay poses, but overall, not too bad. So what do you say we go ahead and compare it to some other figures? Okay, so here we have him next to the 3 3/4 inch Aliens Warrior figure. Like I said, upscaled version of that, but as you can see from this bright blue that they went with for the smaller version, this dark metallic blue really makes it pop and almost looks way more realistic without even having to touch it at all. So you don't have to add any like black washes or silver brushing, whatever it is. I mean, obviously all that will make it look better, but right out of the box, it looks fantastic. And I'm about to show you why. So this is the Berserker Predator from Lanard's Hunter series line. It's also a 7-inch figure. And as you could see, what I meant a second ago was that this is really like a Kenner-esque style vibe and coloring. Very bright, not dirty, not dark. It's just, I mean, it's a great looking figure. All the like molded details are there. It's just missing the paint details as to where this one is a much darker color and really sticks out as a, you know, movie style figure. And all you have to do really is, so you take this one, obviously not that one, but you take the basic City Hunter or that one and add a simple black wash to it. And it comes out looking fantastic. I mean, just look at that figure. You wouldn't even be able to tell that's a $10 figure if you were just taking a quick glance at it. And all this is a basic black wash, and I took a Gundam marker and did like the fishnet outline. And it wasn't hard because all the molding for the fishnet is there. So all you gotta do is just take a pen or marker and just kind of fill it in. 20 minutes worth of work, and that looks amazing. I will probably add a silver brushing to this one. We'll see how that is. If you want to see those photos, make sure to follow my Instagram at AHD Toys for all my updated pictures and all my toy finds. All right, and here we have him next to Big Chap, or the drone alien from the first figure we reviewed. And as you can see, this one has 4 digits, as where this one has 3. And then right here, he also has the spear at the end of his tail. So these guys take a lot of like research in looking at the small details. They could have easily just gave us all one tail They could have easily just gave us all one set of hands, all one set of forearms, and then all they would have to do is change the heads. But they're taking what I would think is an extreme amount of pride in this $10 line. Articulated jaw, different head sculpts. So, I don't know. That's just me. I mean, can you really be that picky? Okay, and just because that the Alien Queen was also introduced into this movie, here it is next to the Lanard 12-inch Alien figure. These figures are basically going for like $5 right now. So I figured, why not pick one up, make it a custom, and see how it turns out. But honestly, I think they scale pretty well. Even though this was scaled towards the 3 3/4 inch line originally, I think the 6-inch figures will work really, really well with this figure. And just so you can see, here is a Predator figure next to the Alien Queen. And just to show you that this was the 3 3/4 inch one that it was originally scaled for. So, yeah, there you go. And just because, here it is next to Hasbro's 6-inch Power Rangers Lightning Collection Jason Red Ranger figure and the Marvel Legends Cyclops figure. I do kind of wish these face huggers were a little bit more posable in the tail area, because it makes putting it on like a 6-inch figure rather difficult. It doesn't exactly sit on there, so you pretty much have to have them laying down for it to like fully form to his face. Otherwise, you got to figure out a way to like bend that tail. But yeah, there you go. Alright guys, there you have it. The Lanard Alien Collection Xenomorph Series 7-inch Warrior Xenomorph figure. Loving this figure. I'm definitely going to be army building this one. Going to make a nice little diorama piece. So, if you guys want to see that, once again, remember to follow my Instagram at AHD Toys. And until next time, guys, later.